first from the blue corner, Damian Brown. Fighting out of Melbourne, Victoria, this is Kenny the Body Young.
AFC Tale of the Tape. Damian Brown, being 5 years younger than Kenny the Body Young. Height and weight is exactly the same, with Kenny the Body Young from Melbourne having more MMA experience. Taking on Damian Brown from Townsville. Let's go to centre ring.
Well guys, you know the rules, obey my command, protect yourselves at all times, okay? Touch gloves now and good luck.
Kenny the Body Young, he's a Melbourne boy. His record at the moment is 1-2. He'd like to turn that one record into an equal record of 2-2. Here we go, Hammer.
Well, certainly Kenny's going to be very strong in the stand-up, but Damian Brown, of course, a Queenslander's always come to fight. Look at that, beautifully done, Frank.
Beautiful double leg takedown. Now he's got that underhook on the right-hand side. He's going to use that to restrict Young's left arm. As you can see, he's going to try and hang on to that and go for that head control as well. He's gone back to the underhook. He's going to use that to give him some leverage for some elbows. He's going to try and keep him down. Young's trying to go for a sweep and stand up. Beautiful reversal there by Brownie. He's tried to take the back. He's got double hooks in. He's going to be looking for the choke, but I've got a feeling he's going to be looking at doing some punishing here, Hammer.
He's trying to ground and pound, definitely, and certainly Kenny wants to get this one back to his feet if he can. That's going to be where he's going to dominate. Frank, Jesse, good start to the night already, mate.
It is a great start, boys. Both these boys look pretty evenly matched.
See, what Brownie's trying to do is he's going to either just hang on with that overhook. He's going to soften him up with some punches. He's gone to the seatbelt right now. He's going to try and stretch him out and flatten Kenny out. He's doing that. Good defending there. But what you'll see him doing by grounding and pounding, he's going to soften the lower body hammer.
I thought he was going to go for the hammer fist there, but actually dropped the elbows. He's left out my favourite technique.
Absolutely. Well, he's got to be really careful when he has no grips with his seatbelt because he starts to lose control. As you can see, he goes back to the seatbelt control over-under so he can keep Kenny Young occupied well and truly in control. He's sinking in the rear naked choke. He's going to get it deep. Doesn't look like it's quite as deep as it needs to be yet.
Not locked in, definitely.
Again, he's using those elbows. Kenny Young's in some serious trouble here, Hammer.
Well, Kenny's certainly doing it the hard way at the moment, and the Queenslander Damian Brown has certainly made the trip down south to dominate.
Absolutely. You know, Kenny Young, what he needs to do, if he wants to start advancing at all in defending, he needs to kick one of his legs straight to try and fend off one of Brown's hooks. Yeah, that's right.
Trying to undo that hook.
He's trying to, but right now he just seems to be just defending and just sitting and praying at the moment, which is...
It's going turtle. There he goes. Actually did try that move, Frank, so Kenny may have heard you. But the elbows and the hands of Damian Brown are certainly working overtime.
Damian Brown's got some good control there, but he's got to watch out if Kenny Young tries to start escaping. He's got to go back to that over-under control.
Well, Kenny's certainly a survivor and he's a tough boy, so this one is not over yet. I can bet you that.
Well, you know, it's a good move there by Kenny Young. He saw an opening, tried to take advantage and put Brownie in his guard, but he's gone back to the control again. Excellent control there by Damian Brown. Really being patient, not rushing anything, keeping control of Young.
Damian Brown from Townsville. Certainly a relatively new fighter on the circuit, but one that is looking well-rounded on the mat anyway.
Absolutely. He's opened the gash on the right side of Kenny Young's face. Dr. Peter Lewis is watching that very carefully.
10 seconds.
Ignatius Missilidis in centre ring, and Ignatius certainly been doing a lot of the MMA around town. He's getting well schooled in it. Kenny has survived.
Seconds out. Round 2.
What an excellent start for Damian Brown. Just come out and just pick that right hand. He's just got straight underneath the double leg takedown, controlling the fight. Kenny Young, change of tactics again.
Yeah. They straight for a single-legged, which surprises me. I thought he might have kept this one in the stand-up, Frank.
Well, obviously, you know, he felt the pressure of, you know, Damian Brown's control on his back, and he just didn't want to be there anymore. So obviously a good change of tactics. Now he's got the top position.
Initiating, bit of a shoulder bump. He needs to posture up and give himself some room to work, but...
Credit to Brownie, you know, he's trying to control that posture. Didn't look good for him. Try to stand up. He's going to try and stand up, Mark. But now he's got his back. Very good defending there by Damian Brown and reversing that real quick before he had a chance to take his back, Mark.
Well, definitely, and again, I'm absolutely astounded. I mean, Kenny obviously fancies himself on the mat as well. But after that first round, certainly if I was in Kenny's corner, I'd be telling him to keep it in the stand-up. Go to what he knows. It's the Muay Thai. You know, use his hands. He's got good hand skills. He can kick like a mule. And I'm amazed that he actually went for that single-legged and took it to the mat.
So far, we haven't seen that, and we're seeing right now that Brownie's got head and arm control. He's going to put some shoulder pressure in, try and get his butt up in the air and try and pass the half guard of Kenny Young. Ignatius with the leaders.
It does go underneath the ropes. You have to start back in the original middle position.
In the event that the fighters move outside of the rope line, they have to restart in the same position. Okay, restarted again, and we're going to see head and arm control there by Damian Brown. He's going to try and get that left butterfly hook on the inside of the right thigh and try and pop his right leg out. As you see him trying to lift his butt in the air, trying to pop and pass that guard into the mouth. Beautiful reversal there by Kenny Young. Great sweep off his back. Anticipated that pass and went straight for the sweep. What we need to see right now, Mark, is we've got to see Brownie controlling the posture of Kenny Young because he's going to rain down ground and pound.
Yeah, well, certainly he's got him inside his guard there. He's got the open guard. Needs to close up the guard and really keep Kenny down because if Kenny can posture up, it's certainly going to give him good...
oh, very nice.
And we're in the stand-up. Now it's going to get interesting. Nice single-legged. Again, he goes for the ground.
How surprising is that, Hammer? How surprising. Kenny Young's Muay Thai and his stand-up is so crisp.
I think he's going to prove something.
Yeah, interesting, huh? Very interesting. Well, right now we're looking at... we've got half guard. We've got full guard now. So as you can see the overhook on that left-hand side from Brownie, he's going to use that to try and control him. He's looking for a normal plata there. But Kenny Young sniffed it straight away. He's laying in some ground and pound. 10 seconds called in this round.
Looking to take the back, but couldn't get around quick enough.
Fighters touch gloves. Third and final round.
Well, we might see Kenny stand and bang.
Well, I'd like to see that because I think he can showcase some great standing skills. Just lost his footing there, not intentionally indeed, ending up on the mat now this time, Kenny.
Well, Kenny Young's got to control the posture there of Damian Brown, no doubt, or else Damian Brown would be able to inflict some heavy ground and pound.
Yeah, he's got the closed guard, Kenny, and Brownie's going to try and posture up and get some ground and pound happening.
Absolutely. Well, Kenny's underhooked that far leg, trying to get the underhook. He's got to be really careful for the head and arm choke here. If Brownie can join his hands together right now, he can take advantage of that overhook. Oh, he's popped his head out. He's going to try and pass the guard here. He's got the head control there. He's sprawling really well, trying to get the top position. He might even try and take the back here. He's setting up the 100%. He might go to the back right now.
He's got some really good wrestling, Brown, hasn't he?
Definitely.
He just keeps on working.
You know,
look at that. He's got the crank on.
He's got that guillotine.
Looking for the
Oh, he's popped his head out. Nice
Kenny
attempt
pops
there
out.
from Brownie.
Again, Kenny's going to have to try and posture up, but he's having so much trouble with Brown negating that constantly.
Yeah, Brownie's doing so well. If he has the overhook, he'll contain the fight. If he's losing the overhook, he'll try and push him away. That's classic. Great defense off your back. He's got the double underhooks. He's got the underhook on the right-hand side. Brownie's going to use that to his advantage. He's going to try and sweep him or throw Kenny down to the ground. He's done that nicely. He's going to try and stay on top. Yep, he's got that done. Nice job. He's got head and arm control there. He's got like a scarf hold. Kenny's slipping out. He might take the back. He's looking for the back with the 100%. He might pop up onto the back. He's going to try and post on his left hand. And he's going to try and kick his right leg over and take the back. But Kenny got a really good single leg there, Hammer.
Such an active fighter on the mat. Is Brown, and Kenny doing a good job.
He might be looking for the crucifix right there. He might be looking for a crucifix. He's got him set up in the crucifix, Hammer.
1 minute to go!
Now Kenny Young's got to really pull out the stops now, Hammer.
Side control.
You could see some heavy ground and pound.
And it really is Brown just imposing his will at this point.
Definitely dominating.
Kenny. Look at that beautiful, elbow. Oh, I'm a real appreciation of a fine elbow, Frank.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, he's got great control there. He's going to finish this on his back for sure, but he's attempting with a submission. He can squeeze it out. I don't think he's got too much time. I think the bell's going to beat him.
Kenny should be able to pop again, but just wear down tactic. Damian Brown. Kenny doing a good job of surviving. But at this point, that's really all he's doing is just surviving.
Yeah, Kenny's got to pop over that right knee. And if you can pass the guard, he's in the safe zone opposite where the choke is. So basically, if the fighter is stuck on one side, you've got to jump to the opposite
Here we
side.
go. Back to the stand-up again.
You know, he might not be. This guillotine might not be over yet. I think he's going to be pushing this guillotine, keep control of Kenny Young leading into the end of the round.
Yeah, Brown's not giving up on it. He's keeping it locked on. But I don't think it's doing enough to stop Kenny. And certainly this one's gone the duration. It's going to go down to the judges. But for mine, I'd have to say Damien Brown, the man from Queensland's come down south and done the business. Kenny Young, that's really not an indication of his true potential. He did well to survive, but he is a banger, and I would have liked to see him stand up a lot more.
Absolutely.
And let the fist fly. I think that's where he may have had some luck.
Let's go to the highlights now. Damien Brown dominating this fight. Kenny Young putting up a great fight, obviously showcasing his wrestling skills. And even Damien Brown, surprisingly, you know, his own wrestling was great. He had him in a crucifix at some time. He took his back, he controlled the fight, he got the takedowns, he used some great striking to set up his takedowns. Fantastic effort from Damien Brown.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecard. It is a unanimous points decision. Christopher Shen had a 29-27. Albert Chen and Brian Herbisol had a 29-28. Your winner by unanimous decision, blue corner, Damien Brown.